Fuchs in the house coming to you on a Sunday. I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I kind of said I was going to be doing a Western themed video of Western movies. And so let's start off, get the music going a little bit here. So hope everybody had a good day, and we're going to talk some Western movies. We're going to be covering all kinds of genre on this. So see where we go with it. Hope everybody enjoys it. Good chance for some people to maybe experiment with some Westerns if you're not a big Western fan. Alrighty. A little good, the bad, and the ugly, which wasn't one of the movies that I watched. But if you're ever into spaghetti Westerns, that's where you want to go. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If you ever watch the movie, there's about, I think, 20 different versions of the movie, which it's edited so many different ways if you're watching it certain ways. Because yesterday when I was visiting my sister's family, we had some downtime, and I ended up watching one, and there was a scene that I never saw from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And so it's like, okay, which version is this? I've seen a couple different versions, and again, it comes down to edited for time. I don't know if I'm not even sure if I've ever seen the complete version of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And that's not even, like I say, when a movie, we just watched part of it. So that'll be Man with the No Name, do some of Clint Eastwood's movies down the road for spaghetti westerns. But today we're going to be covering spaghetti westerns, classic western, comedy western, western that was done modern day western for back in the time, and then a western tied to a true story, true character. So I was only going to do 4 movies, and then I saw that I had one that I hadn't covered, and I was like, well, I'll add it to it. So this could take a little bit of time. I hope everybody enjoys, and anybody that's watched my previous videos kind of do obscure movies for the most part, but I'll throw some other things out there. And if you do watch my older videos, still comment. I wouldn't mind. I have no problem with it. And anybody out there that's thinking of taking a dabble in some of there are some movies out there that you'll see that I talk about that you're like, I didn't even know this thing even existed. So yeah, please comment. Yeah. Good, bad, I don't care. Good, bad, ugly. That's the way I look at it. Start off with, I'm not even sure where I'm going to go with it. I think we'll go with the classic movie. We'll start that way. We'll go old school to new school. Fort Apache, 1948. 7.3. And 2 classic actors in this, John Wayne and Henry Fonda. Both of them did westerns. They did all kinds of movies back in the day. And I'll for both good movie, romance, action. It's a over 2-hour movie for back in that era, I think. I'll go with the movies that the 2 actors kind of finished their careers with. John Wayne, one of his last movies, The Shootist, a western, and then Henry Fonda did a movie at the end with his daughter Jane Fonda on Golden Pond, and they were not on good terms. So it's kind of an interesting movie to watch, and it's a good movie. It's been a while. I almost feel like I need to watch that again. It's been a long time. That was done in the 70s. Both of them were 70s. I think they were. Next movie, we'll go with the spaghetti western, Man Who Cried for Revenge. And Fort Apache got a 7.3 for 1948 out of 10. Man Who Cried for Revenge, 1968, 5.7. Again, this is going to be a spaghetti western. Kind of has a little more of a darker Film quality kind of is gritty kind of. I almost feel like Western should be done that way. It just kind of has a Western feel to it, or you're kind of in the dirt. So having that, having a clean cut movie with a Western, I don't know. I feel like you should kind of have it a little edgy. Um, Basically, Union soldier gets amnesia. He gets shot in the head, and he finds out that he's being charged for desertion. And so he has to go about and what the hell happened to him is what happens with that one. Spaghetti westerns, you do have to have a taste for it a little bit. Again, a little darker on, I don't know about edgy, but the flow isn't a clean, crisp. You're going to either like spaghetti westerns or you're just going to not like it at all. For me, Western movies, I enjoy them. So, classic westerns. There's some that I'm not a big fan of, but for the most part, I can go across the genres for Western, the different types of westerns. In this movie, it's an Italian movie. That's one thing. Spaghetti westerns, basically, most of them are done in Italy. And Anthony Stephen was in this, and he did some. It looks like he does a lot of B movies, or did B movies. Killer Fish is one of the movies he did back in the 70s. William Berger, and I forgot to do this. This is an Italian, I think. 18,000 Giorni Giorni. Fa. So that was a movie that he did. Let's go with. I guess I'll go year wise. Next one, I'll go with the true story. Mad Dog Morgan. 1976, got a 6.1. This deals with Irish outlaw Daniel Morgan, who was in Australia. So it's a Western in the Outback. Dennis Hopper played in this, and one is An American Carol, and then Jack Thomas doing Swinging Safari is a movie he did. This one kind of does have, this is a little darker for story wise, topic. More or less, you kind of have I don't know if you want to say a Robin Hood maybe type of scenario with how he's portrayed in the movie, but it's dark on the storyline and how he gets killed, and at the end kind of is like a little over the top. I don't know how true that, if it's based on a true story. The people that were out to get him really wanted to get him, even after he was dead. It was kind of a little crazy. Next, going to go with a comedy western, Shanghai Noon. So you get Jackie Chan and sorry, is Mad Dog Morgan? Oh yeah, I did give the actors on that. Sorry. Shanghai Noon, year 2000, got a 6.5. Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. It's a decent movie. Jackie Chan, his character has to come and save the princess and pay off or be along for a ransom to get her back to China. It works well. Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan do a good job teaming up. Again, you have action, comedy. Like I say, each of these movies, I mean, if you're looking for, you're dabble into a Western and you're not sure, I almost feel like these would be the movies to attempt to see if you enjoy Westerns or not, or if you're looking to, try something different. Jackie Chan just recently did a movie called Vanguard, and Owen Wilson, The French Dispatch, is something he just recently did. And then my last movie done recently, 2011, uh, Way of the West, The Mountie. Again, 2011 got a 4.6. This then deals with a Canadian Mountie in the Old West dealing with Russians coming across to Canada. So it kind of had a different storyline compared to being United States. You had with Russia and Canada, so different plot, and it worked. I mean, all these movies I thought were decent to watch. This got a 4.6. I think it's lower than it should. Definitely can give it a 5. And again, it's something that I think anybody that's looking for a Western, the movies I mentioned are any of them you could watch. Again, this is Way of the West, aka the Mountie. Andrew W. Walker is in this, and he did a movie called God Bless the Broken Road. And then Jessica Pare, Death of a Ladies' Man is something she did. So that is Western Night. I didn't think I was going to be covering that many movies, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I guess I am. So hope everybody enjoyed the topics, and I appreciate anybody that's watching my videos. I still have some movies to cover. Ended up watching Death Wish with Bruce Willis over the weekend, and comparing that from back in the day, Death Wish, that'll be something probably be on my next YouTube video. So that's what's going on, and I hope everybody's getting ready for a week. Going to be getting some cold weather here and snow. For us, it's a little early, but dealing with the 4 seasons, you're going to get it no matter what. So getting ready for some cold and some snow in my area. I hope everybody has a good night, and I hope everybody has a great upcoming week. Take it easy.